My name is Alice, and one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life was becoming a rhythmic gymnast. Rhythmic gymnastics is one of the most elegant sports there is, and it mixes ballet, gymnastics, dance, all while performing with an apparatus such as a ball, hoop, clubs, and a ribbon. I started the sport in elementary school. I was a pretty outgoing kid at the time, but I was definitely nervous about joining a new sport that I was unfamiliar about. But I was able to meet new friends and have fun, which was the only thing I really planned on doing at the time anyways. Middle school came around, and that's when I was put into a provincial level along with a new coach named Betty. Middle school was when I realized my love and my passion for the sport, and when I actually started taking things more seriously. I became more mature and started to learn about dedication and what it felt like. Middle school is also when I started making all of my speeches, all of my projects and assignments about rhythmic gymnastics, trying my best to inform people on this uncommon but beautiful sport. Doing rhythmic gymnastics in high school was the most impactful of my life, and I was becoming more serious. I became a national level gymnast, and I learned the most valuable life lessons in this period of time, and became extremely close with my coach. I was setting more goals for myself and pushing myself to do better. Training 16 to 18 hours a week was challenging for myself, and I had to balance more schoolwork and didn't get a whole lot of free time to hang out with my friends. I retired at the beginning of grade 11 so that I could focus on my schoolwork, but thankfully I had the opportunity to become a rhythmic gymnastics coach and pass my knowledge to younger girls. I've learned so much from this sport, and I've made so many amazing memories and experiences, but none of this would be possible without my coach. My coach Betty inspired me to do this for my project because she has played a huge role in my life, and she is the reason why I wanted to start coaching gymnastics to young girls. I will be working and volunteering as a gymnastics coach and document what it's like working with kids. I will also be observing other coaches at work that I look up to and take notes. My main goal for today is to find out what it truly takes to be a good coach. I planned on getting advice from Betty and many other coaches I admire from work, but I was only able to ask one coach, Alina, due to the coronavirus.
Yeah, I mean, totally. Our job is for the pre-competitive coach is to give them that base so they can move on to high-level coaches.
Yeah, and once I see, for my girls, once I see them be able to just keep their arms straight, feel their knees, be able to know terms like releve and able to keep their head up and do basics, then that's when I start sending them down to kats and maybe you, right?
Yeah. I coach pre-competitive, right? So I coach level 2, 3, Sasha's a 5B Western, and then I have a 4A. But when I get a kid and she knows her base and what she's doing, it makes my job so much easier, and we can.
And it makes her life, her art easier too. She doesn't need to work on the basics.
Some coaches, they don't give them that base. Sometimes it's because they're just in a recreational group. Their job isn't to make them into a competitive gymnast, but just to make them fun. Because some gymnasts just don't get into the right group right away.
I want them to have a good balance of showing them what gymnastics is about, but also to show them that there's a fun side of it, right? Because if I throw in just how to do a bunch of technique, they're not.
See, that's what I can't. I need technique.
I need to remind myself, too.
If you look at my 6-year-old groups, they're all we don't play games. It's their second year of gymnastics, and from September, they know what I'm expecting from them, and I know what they're they know the expectations. So they're not here to play around. But they're here they still have fun.
So hard. I'm next time try to listen better. That's just the number one thing. Because even if a girl can do the splits and can do a cartwheel, if they don't listen and take my advice, they're not going anywhere.
You know what motivated my gymnast is gymnast of the day. I pick 2 gymnast of the day. I have little prizes, but those you pick 2 gymnasts.
No,
Once
smart.
I had everybody, because everybody was actually listening really well, but you pick 2 gymnasts of the day and you say, okay, well, next time we're working hard, we're still congratulating the girls, right?
Alina and I were able to talk about the struggle finding a perfect balance between fun and training for the girls.
Good girl.
But finding the perfect balance is something that must be tested and is something that will come once practiced multiple times. She talked about setting expectations for the girls and suggested motivating them by awarding Gymnast of the Day and tried to allow them to set goals for themselves. I also observed Betty and Alina and saw the way they would interact with their gymnasts and see the different tactics they used, such as talking one-on-one with the girls and helping them personally. When Betty used to coach me, she would treat all of her girls equally, but she would get to know each girl personally and adapt with how each girl learns the best. I will be taking all of the notes and observations and integrating them more into my work so that I can improve my teaching skills overall as a coach. Arms are straight. Okay, let's go. And finish. Ta-da! Beautiful. One more time. This is my youngest age group that I teach, and this is usually their first or second year at gymnastics. I teach them the very basics of gymnastics while creating a fun and exciting environment for them. I usually teach these girls in groups of 3 to 5, so it's perfect for me to be more personal and help them one-on-one.
Step, what is this called? Passive. Very good.
At the end of practice, each girl tells me one thing they learned that day, and I reward them with a sticker. I make sure to compliment and motivate the girls on everything they did well on. My second group of gymnasts are older, and I teach them in groups of 5 to 12. I still teach these girls the basic foundation in gymnastics, while encouraging them to try new things and challenge themselves. Here I get to know the girls' personality more and see what kind of learning tactics works best for them. I asked the girls what their favorite thing about gymnastics was so that I could incorporate it more into practices.
Maya, what's your favorite thing about gymnastics?
Egg roll.
Egg roll? That's a good answer.
Splits.
Doing splits?
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
Cartwheels and somersaults.
Cartwheels and somersaults. Good answer. Good job, Yasmin.
Balance and percent.
After coaching for a while, I found a balance between fun and training and was able to mix them together into one for the girls. I ran into some minor problems, such as girls not listening and following directions, but I was able to be patient and learn to cooperate with the girls. I also planned on filming at gymnastics competitions and shows and interviewing more coaches, but sadly that wasn't possible due to the coronavirus. I also had to get permission and consent to film from all of my gymnast parents, but other than that, everything went smoothly. I believe students should talk more about topics they are passionate about and shed light on them. By talking about your passions in school, in projects, assignments, and presentations will inspire other students to do the same and encourage them to continue doing what they love.
Wow, that was impressive.
I will be attending Simon Fraser University at Beatty School of Business. As of right now, I'm planning on concentrating in marketing and graduating with a BBA.
Stay relevant. Thank you. Okay, so.
In 10 years, I hope to be living in Vancouver with a stable job and still have gymnastics a part of my life in some way, such as coaching or judging. I was able to learn a lot and expand my knowledge about coaching kids. Taking notes, asking for advice, and practicing all played a huge role in my learning experience. Improving my coaching skills will allow my students to become better gymnasts while having fun. I learned that a good coach is someone who tries their best to help their students reach their potential and show them what they are capable of. They do so by teaching with passion, optimism, and most importantly, love.